Back then, back then, things used to be different. We didn't have a care in the world. Back then, we didn't worry about adult things. We didn't worry about getting money, taxes, or even getting by. Back then, we cared about just being better in basketball or getting a high score in a game. Back then, we didn't think about the consequences from our actions. We did whatever made each other laugh. Back then, we used to sit by the marina and just talk for hours on end. Back then, we were innocent, never touching drugs. Back then, we didn't know. We didn't know what would happen. Back then, we started stealing Dad's vape, going in the shed and puffing clouds to look cool. Back then, we started smoking weed to fit in with all the cool kids. Back then, we would drink whatever we could find and wouldn't stop till we blacked out. Back then, we thought we were invincible and that all the bad stuff we heard wouldn't happen to us. Back then, we started doing harder drugs to satisfy the craving we now had. Back then, we didn't think we can get addicted, that our bodies wouldn't need the chemicals to get by. Back then, we got dependent on it, being frustrated if we missed a dosage. Back then, we took it too far, never thinking this could be the last time. Back then, we finally discovered the consequences of our actions. But that was back then. And if I could go back, I would change what we did back then.